AI can now generate 1,000 beautiful shots before you even finish your idea. That sounds like freedom, but it creates a trap. You start mistaking image making for filmmaking. The real advantage now is not execution, it is decision. AI has made image generation, motion tests, voice simulation, set extension, cleanup, style transfer, and rapid variation cheap. You can relight, restyle, and recomposite in minutes. You can swap backgrounds, replace props, and iterate endlessly. What did not get cheap is judgment, meaning still needs a director. So the signal to study is the decision layer. That is story, edit rhythm, shot grammar, sound, performance, and visual identity. Those decisions tell the machine what to make and what to ignore. Everything else is often noise, especially if you are learning it only to keep up. Here's the core shift. AI executes. You decide. The software can generate shots, voices, music stems, atmospheres, lighting variations, color passes, and motion tests. It can extend and clean footage, relight it, stylize it, replace elements, or recompose the frame. It can also flood you with options before you have a point of view. That is the bottleneck now. Choosing intent, order, timing, emphasis, and perspective before the render matters more than ever. Start with one control sentence. Write it before you prompt anything. For a film scene, name the protagonist, the desire, the obstacle, and the stakes. For a music video, name the artist persona, the visual world, the performance rule, and the repeated hook. That one sentence becomes your compass. When an AI output looks cool but does not serve the sentence, you can cut it fast. Next, replace vague prompts with shot grammar. Words like cinematic, emotional, or beautiful are not direction, they are wishes. Shot grammar is direction. Say what the camera is doing and how long it holds. Say where the subject sits in frame. Say what kind of light hits the face. For example, a locked-off medium close-up, a 50mm lens feel, hard side light, centered subject, 6-second hold. Now the machine has constraints it can actually execute. Then give every shot one job. Not 3 jobs, not just vibes. One job. Establish space, reveal desire, delay information, land a lyric, shift power, create contrast, prepare the cut. When a shot has one job, you can judge it clearly. If the job is unclear, the shot is noise, even if it is gorgeous. A lot of creators polish too early. They spend hours fixing artifacts in a shot that never deserve to survive the edit. Instead, cut before polishing. Build a rough cut with anything: stills, phone footage, AI clips, thumbnails, even text cards. Test shot order and duration first. Rhythm reveals truth. Once the sequence works, then you can earn the time to refine. Naming the cut type helps more than people expect. A straight cut feels different from a match cut. A jump cut feels different from a dissolve. Inserts and cutaways change how information lands. A smash cut can create comedy, violence, or shock without extra production. When you know what kind of cut you are designing, you stop generating random coverage. You generate pieces that fit. Sound is also signal, not finishing. Prioritize it early. In film, that means dialogue, room tone, foley, off-screen sound, silence, and score. In music video, it means kick, snare, hi-hat, bass, vocal, breath, lyric, drop, and negative space. Sound tells the viewer what matters. Sound can also carry continuity when images are changing fast. If you ignore sound until the end, you lose one of the strongest decision tools you have. A useful mental model is to build a skip list. Skip model chasing. Skip memorizing prompt packs. Skip passive reference hoarding. A folder of frames is not taste. Taste is choosing and excluding. Skip polishing shots that have not survived the edit. Every hour you save there can go into story clarity and rhythm, where the audience actually feels it. You can see the decision layer clearly in great work, because the visible decision is doing the heavy lifting. Think about Psycho from 1960. The shower murder is built through extreme close-ups, inserts, rapid cuts, implied knife contact, water, drain imagery, and that string score. The craft is not explicit gore. The violence is felt through timing and implication. That is decision, not pixels. Or In the Mood for Love from 2000. Repeated corridors, doorways, and mirrors. Slow motion, restrained blocking. A red, gold, and green palette that keeps compressing emotion. It doesn't explain everything through dialogue. It expresses desire as distance and pattern. That is visual identity and repetition doing narrative work. Mad Max Fury Road from 2015 is a masterclass in shot grammar under speed. Action stays legible because of center-framed subjects, clean screen direction, readable silhouettes, and strong orange-blue contrast. The temptation is to copy chaotic camera movement as fake energy. The real energy comes from clarity and escalation and rhythm. For music video, Single Ladies from 2008 proves how reduction creates identity. Black and white studio space, minimal wardrobe, frontal performance, synchronized choreography, repeated full-body framing. It skips overbuilt sets and random coverage. The artist, the movement, and the hook become the whole visual world. And This Is America from 2018 shows information control inside a moving frame. Long takes, precise blocking, shifting background violence, direct performance pulling your attention forward, while other events compete behind it. The frame is not decoration. It is a system for directing and misdirecting attention. Notice what all of these examples share. They are not impressive because of how hard the images were to produce. They are impressive because someone decided what the viewer should feel first, then designed order, emphasis, and restraint. That leads to an important difference between film and music video. In film, signal is story pressure made visible. Objective, obstacle, reversal, continuity, performance behavior, and sound hierarchy. You study scene turns, eye lines, pacing, and when a close-up earns its place. In music video, signal is the lock between track, artist, and image. You study rhythm editing, performance energy, repeated visual hooks, palette discipline, silhouette, and how the image changes across verse, chorus, bridge, and drop. Directing AI is mostly about directing constraints. Prompt shots with size, lens feel, angle, movement, blocking, palette, duration, and sound roll. Provide references by function, not by dumping a mood board. One reference for rhythm, one for camera, one for palette, one for performance. Also specify what must not appear. Forbidden colors, forbidden props, forbidden camera moves, forbidden textures. Exclusions create identity faster than additions. Generate sequences, not isolated beauty shots. A single great frame is easy now. A coherent run of shots that cuts together, holds geography, and carries intent. That is the work. Judge outputs by story clarity, rhythm, continuity, sound fit, performance intent, and visual identity. If it fails there, it is not a fix-it-in-post problem. It is a decision problem. Common mistakes are predictable. One is confusing expensive-looking images with a sequence that means something. Another is beautiful but disorienting coverage, where eye lines, screen direction, and geography break. Dead performance is another, when people look posed, not driven. Generic look is common too, when the project resembles a model demo instead of a world with rules. And the biggest time sink is polishing before testing rhythm. If you want one practical way to apply all of this today, do a signal audit. Write your control sentence. List unresolved decisions in story, rhythm, shot grammar, sound, performance, and identity. Then, list execution tasks like prompting, cleanup, relighting, style tests, voice, VFX, and color. Mark each item as signal or noise. Limit yourself to 6 shots, 1 wide, 2 mediums, 1 close-up, 1 insert, 1 cutaway. Give each shot 1 job, 1 duration, 1 cut type, and 1 sound cue. Cut a 30-second version with placeholders. Remove anything whose job is unclear. In the AI era, the pixels are abundant. Meaning is still scarce. The creators who win are the ones who can decide.